Hello, so I'm just going to recap over a couple of things that we did in the first lesson, which was a lookup, and also we did a nested if statement. So I'm just going to revisit those in this video for you. I'll just disappear from your screen, press that button, and I'm going to show you first of all the VLOOKUP, which is what we did in the lesson, but there's another way of doing it which I'll show you afterwards. So you can use either method depending on which one you're happier with. First thing to remember is these ones here, for whatever reason, the lookup doesn't work on this spreadsheet if they are not in alphabetical or numerical order. Okay, so what I need to do is, to work that out simply, I'm just going to format as a table. Okay, and then I'm just going to sort it by A to Z. Okay, and that now works for me. And what I'm going to do is I am going to go into where it says the rep's name, and I'm going to do equals, and I'm going to choose the cell that has the rep number in, R5. Oh, sorry, need to do a V lookup, bracket, the rep's number, comma. I can highlight all of these cells, comma, and then can you see I've got one column, two column. So we want the name, which is in the second column. So I'm just going to write number 2, close the brackets, and that will bring up Manny for me. Okay, and I'm just going to drag that down, and we can see that it should all work. R8 is Jerry. Yep, there isn't an R2, so that's worked for us. If you remember, what I did in the lesson was I got this area here, highlighted all of the cells, and I gave it a name, so I'm going to call it reps. So we don't actually have to then highlight all these cells again. We can just go equals VLOOKUP, bracket, that, comma, reps, comma, and then again it's column 2, so I'm just going to do 2. Notice how reps on isn't case sensitive. Close the brackets, and that will work for me. And we can see that that's right. So Linda is R6. Yep, Linda's R6. Excellent. Okay, and the other way we can do it is a new one called equals X lookup. Brackets. We do something similar. We choose which one we want to look up, comma. These are the columns that have got the numbers, comma. And these are the ones that have got the names. Oh. And then I'm just going to close the brackets, and that will do the same thing. So it's like a VLOOKUP, but some people think it's just a bit more useful because you don't have to say whether it's a vertical or a lookup, a vertical or a horizontal lookup. You can just choose the ones that you want looking up without actually stipulating vertical or horizontal. Okay, so that's a reminder of the VLOOKUP. Grade, this is where we use an if statement. So we're going to do, this is a nested if. That means that there's going to be at least 2 if statements. And in this case, we're going to go with 4. Okay, so we're going to have A, B, C, D. So these 4 grades. If you don't make any of these grades, then you're going to have an F. Okay, so equals if brackets, and I'm going to say if the score is, I can say equals to or greater than 92, comma, A. Otherwise, if the score is equals to or greater than 85, comma, B, comma, if brackets the score is equals to or greater than 70, it's going to be a C. If brackets score is equals to or greater than 65, it's a D, otherwise it's an F. And I have 4. Can you see this? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 open brackets, so I need to close 4 brackets. Can you see it corresponds to the colours? So we can see that we've got the right number. I'm just going to press enter. We'll drag that down. 76 should be a C. Yep. And an A. And it gives us all the right scores. And then, okay, let's say for example, Marvin here has got 64. That should give him an F. Yep, so we can see that that's working. 69 is giving him a D, and we see that that's right. Okay, so that's just a quick reminder of how to do a nested if statement.